earlier today, Senate Democrats unveiled a climate change bill to reduce greenhouse gases. What are the terms in which industries stand to win or lose? Joining us right now to discuss that is one of the bill's key sponsors, California Democrat Barbara Boxer, the chairman of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee. Senator Boxer, good to have you with us here on Bloomberg. You said today that your bill will bring billions to the U.S. economy. How specifically?
Well, we're very excited. I'm listening to all the talk about gloom and doom. And we know there's one bright spot, take California, in our economy where we're struggling. But that one bright spot is clean energy jobs, clean energy businesses. We've had the 10,000 new businesses crop up in my home state because we're on the cutting edge of global warming legislation there since 98, between 98 and 07, and there's even more now. And that has been accompanied by 125,000 clean, green jobs, which have to stay here, and many, many patents. So we know this is the way forward for our economy and also averting the real problems and costs of, unchecked global warming. And I think everybody knows what those costs are: floods, fires, droughts, rising tides, and all the health problems affiliated with that.
Let's go through some of the bill. It aims for a 20% reduction in carbon emissions by the year 2020. I mean, how do you exactly achieve that?
Well, you achieve it with making sure that the companies that pollute this carbon, and it's only about 7,500 companies in the whole country. They're really the big polluters, the big industrial polluters. They're not the small businesses, the restaurants. They're the oil refineries, the utilities, and big manufacturers. Only 7,500. They will have a declining cap on how much carbon they can put into the air. And they'll have the ability, with our legislation, to buy offsets to help them, or go into the marketplace and buy allowances and trade those allowances.
But
so
Senator,
it's a flexible approach.
Senator Boxer, critics say that will harm the economy and inflict damage on fossil fuel producing industries. I mean, don't you see that as an outcome as a result of this?
Well, that's why I told you we already have the experience in California. That's what they said would happen. And we've passed cutting-edge legislation. And we have seen that as the bright spot in our economy. And if you look, across the world, you'll see the same thing. We had venture capitalists come before us, leading voices like John Doerr, who was really the one who funded Google and raised the funding for Amazon. He said that we're going to see twice as much capital flow into clean, green business as we saw flow into high-tech and biotech combined. So we are talking about billions and billions of dollars from the private sector. We're going to have a very dynamic marketplace. We're going to have, millions of new jobs. The new studies just came out from UC Berkeley, Pew Charitable Trust. This is the way to get over this malaise that all your people are talking about today. I was just listening and thinking, oh my God, we've got to get out of this. We need a new economic platform.
Right.
We spend $1 billion a day around the world to buy oil. It's time that we took care of our own energy future.
Senator Boxer,
those dollars here.
Let me ask you, though. I mean, these jobs won't obviously be created overnight. All of this takes time, to develop it all. I mean, let me ask you, how hard, though, will it be for you to form a winning coalition to back this bill? I mean, how do you get it through those coal state lawmakers who are against much of what's in your bill? For example, how do you get those guys on board?
It's certainly a big challenge. We have a huge grassroots operation that's growing up, and they've put, millions of dollars in. We have companies that are quitting the Chamber of Commerce because the Chamber of Commerce has come out against the bill. Just today, Nike quit, and the other day, Exelon quit. So I can't do it alone, that's for sure, but your viewers and people who know we have to stand up and meet this challenge. Otherwise, our grandkids are going to be in trouble in terms of living on this beautiful planet. And we need to have this new economic platform and stop sending $1 billion a day abroad.
Let me ask you, we just have 20 seconds, though. I mean, what's the timeline for passage for this bill in your view?
As soon as possible.
Well, what does that mean? Is it this?
Out of the
How soon is that, though? Can you give me a time frame here? Is it this year or next?
We'll get it out of the committee, and then we'll get it to the floor. and hopefully have it done by the end of the year. We hope. We
Okay.
hope we can.
All right. Senator Boxer, we appreciate your time. Barbara Boxer, the chairman of the Senate Committee there on Environment and Public Works Committee. Thank you.